As we all know, Ellen has returned to her show after her near career-ending scandal, and it seems that everything is basically back to normal for her. However, during her scandal, some brave celebrities spoke out against her and revealed the truth about how she actually treated people. And we now know it wasn't good. Unfortunately for them, they definitely are not going to be invited back on her show. I'm Mackenzie, you're watching Beyond the Screen, and let's get into the top 10 celebrities blacklisted from Ellen DeGeneres. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. And at number 10, we have Nikki DeJagger. Nikki DeJagger, aka Nikki Tutorials, famously appeared on The Ellen Show after her coming out video went viral on YouTube. But although she said it was an honor to be on The Ellen Show, Nikki admitted later in a Dutch television interview the experience wasn't what she thought it would be. Sebastian Williams found that clip and translated it, and our girl Nikki spilled some serious tea and really did not hold back. She called Ellen distant and cold, saying Ellen didn't even come and say hi before the show. Nikki even said in another interview that Ellen did not let her use the bathroom. Apparently the Jonas Brothers were on the show the same day and Ellen didn't have enough for everyone. And after exposing Ellen like that, obviously she will not be asked on the show again. And at number 9, Brad Garrett. The Everybody Loves Raymond star called out Ellen in a tweet in the midst of her scandal. He wrote on Twitter that her behavior was not a shock to him, or anyone else in the industry for that matter. He replied to a tweet about the Ellen scandal and added, quote, "Sorry, but it comes from the top at the Ellen Show. No more than one who were treated horribly by her. Common knowledge." DeGeneres sends emotional apology to Staff Variety. Garrett had appeared on the show multiple times before he made his statements, so we know whatever you heard was definitely true. However, since he was one of the few celebrities that publicly called out Ellen, I would assume that he will not be asked back, but considering his statements, it seems like he probably didn't want to be anyway. And at number 8, Caitlyn Jenner. If you watched the last interview Ellen did with Caitlyn shortly after her transition, you definitely know why Ellen will not be having her back on the show. And apparently Ellen actually told Caitlyn that she was blacklisted. In her memoir, The Secrets of My Life, Caitlyn took the time to call out Ellen specifically for, quote, alienating her from the LGBTQ community by not allowing Caitlyn to come on her show. But it seems Caitlyn alienated herself from the community after her 2015 Ellen interview. In that interview, Ellen asked about Caitlyn's stance on gay marriage. She replied, quote, "I have to admit that I remember 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whenever it was that whole gay marriage issue came up, I was not for it." But Caitlyn added later, quote, "If that word marriage is important to you, I can go with it." But Caitlyn still seemed apprehensive in her support of same-sex marriage and was pressed by Ellen on the issue. And at number 7, Leah Thompson. Leah Thompson, best known for her roles in the Back to the Future franchise, publicly agreed with Brad Garrett's sentiments on Ellen. On July 31st, after Garrett had made his statements against Ellen, People magazine wrote an article about it. Thompson then replied to a tweet about that article and simply added on, quote, "True story, it is." And this tweet is actually still up, and the replies are all agreeing that Ellen is definitely not what she seems, with many saying they always felt Ellen was two-faced. And at number 6, Sherri Shepherd. The former The View panelist is allegedly blacklisted from Ellen's show because of comments she made on The View that were against same-sex marriage. A source close to the situation said, quote, "When Sherri was on The View, she used to get booked on the Ellen Show all the time. After she came out on The View taking a stance against gay marriage, the Ellen Show refused to book Sherri. Adding a reason was never given, but it was easy to put it together." The source added that Ellen is a hypocrite. Quote, "She said she can be friends with people who have different views from hers, yet she won't give those people her platform and block them from appearing on her show." Halfway number 5, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn was allegedly banned from being on the show for a short time, but they were able to work out their issues, and Vince is now on the show from time to time. The blacklisting took place after Vaughn made a joke about being gay in the trailer of the 2011 film, The Dilemma. Ellen refused to have Vaughn on the show after Anderson Cooper came on and expressed his anger towards that joke. However, everyone was able to make amends later on. But some people think it's not true that he was ever actually banned, that he simply just had no movies to promote during that time. I'll let you guys be the judge. And at number 4, Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin has beef with a lot of people, and unsurprisingly, Ellen is one of them. Sources say that Ellen didn't allow Katie to come on the show because of their feud. According to Griffin, it all started when Ellen opened her show with a monologue about how, quote, mean Griffin could be. Apparently Griffin heard it from her dressing room and said, quote, "I was in the dressing room like, you're another woman comic, come on." Apparently they also butted heads over Joan Rivers. Kathy was a huge fan while Ellen was not. Griffin exposed later how she was banned from the show, but Ellen replied in W Magazine saying, quote, "She did a whole thing that I banned her from the show. I didn't ban her from the show because first you have to be on the show to be banned." Ouch. And at number 3, Kim Burnell. Gospel singer Kim Burnell was set to appear on The Ellen Show with Pharrell to promote their collaboration. But Ellen banned her before that because she had made homophobic comments in the past. Ellen commented on the situation, saying, quote, "She made a statement she was doing a Facebook Live and she said some very not nice things about gay people. So I didn't feel that it was good of me to have her on the show to give her a platform after she was saying things about me." Pharrell commented that he disagreed with the statements Pharrell made, but said that we should all love each other regardless. Even adding that, quote, "Sometimes the divisive stuff works in life." And at number 2, Neil Breen. Neil Breen is an Australian radio host who has a popular radio show called 4BC Breakfast. And while the reports about Ellen were surfacing, he decided to speak about his experience with her. And spoiler alert, it was not good. He says he met Ellen in 2013 while he was a producer on the Australian Today Show, as his team was doing a sit-down interview with her. Breen exposed that he received a very detailed set of rules on how to guide the interview and how to act around her. He said that her team basically took over the whole interview and controlled practically every aspect of it. Allegedly, one of her producers even said, quote, "You don't talk to Ellen, you don't approach her, you don't look at her." He was never able to have an interaction with Ellen herself, but added, quote, "The people who worked with Ellen walked on eggshells the whole time." And in at number 1, Dakota Johnson. I doubt that Dakota will actually be blacklisted from Ellen's show because Dakota is a successful actress that will need to promote her movies on the show. However, considering Ellen's spat with Dakota on her show is really what started Ellen's downfall in the first place, she will probably avoid it as long as possible. The spat between them, of course, was about Dakota's birthday party. Basically, Ellen called Dakota out for not inviting her to the party, but Dakota clapped back that she actually did invite Ellen. She later awkwardly called Tig Notaro her favorite comedian, which was kind of a dig to Ellen. And there's also this gem of a quote from the interview where Dakota flat out says, quote, "I didn't even know you liked me," to Ellen. Honestly, I still cannot watch this interview without cringing. So that's all for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. Also, were there any other celebrities that I missed that you're convinced will not be coming back on her show? Let me know below. Now I'm going to shout out some comments from my videos on celebrities that hate Meghan Markle. So Beezer said, "I'm not a celebrity, but raise hand emoji." I mean, you're definitely not alone. I feel like a lot of people do not like her, honestly. Sarah Hilton said, "People should just get a life and leave her alone. People should stop hating people. We all live on the same planet and breathe the same air." I completely agree. I mean, we shouldn't hate each other, but I mean, she is putting herself out there and, exposing the royal family. Obviously, it's going to get some backlash, right? So Donna said, "Rumor here in England is that Meghan might have met Prince Andrew while working as a yacht girl." Guys, if that is true, that is the wildest thing I've ever heard, and kind of explains why I heard that they weren't very fond of each other and Prince Andrew was very cold to her when they met. That is insane. Oh my god. So that's all for the video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I will catch you all in the next one.